Well, we have the pleasure to see his last show. It's about time, and we dive right into the play, which is Show Tune. And just in the beginning, there is a phrase or a sentence that say, "Turning on the news makes you scream." Seems as if the whole world has got awful dream.
Yes, right.
What is the
Well, that actually, this is a show about sort of the third stage in people's lives. There's youth, there's middle time where it's marriage and complexity of life, and then there's like stage three. The kids are often are somewhere else, and there's a long and kind of wonderful period of time that's also kind of scary. And so we wanted all three shows to go together and become one big show called Life, a Musical. The first show is called Starting Here, Starting Now, which is young love, closer than ever, which is about the middle period, and About Time is about the third period. But it isn't really about age. It is about being able to understand the whole arc of your life. It's about life, really. And so the show, even though it seems to be about ages, really it's an amazingly uplifting and a kind of joyous experience, because it's about the power of this gift we've been given, which is to be alive. We didn't ask to be born, but we came into the world, and we have a period of time when we can explore everything and do everything we want to do. And it is it's a thing that people don't stop and realize, and it makes you understand your life better. It's also hysterically funny, because life is just plain funny, as you know, because we're of an age. There's one line in the show that's near the end where one woman says to the man, "Oh, Dan, isn't life just plain hilarious?" And yes, isn't it just plain hilarious? So anyway, once we had decided to do this, we were going to write an opening number, and write something that would sort of set up the show, and a couple of things happened that took us by surprise. My partner, David Shire, world-class composer of films.
fantastic?
I mean, The Conversation, Taking a Pelham 1 through 3, anyway, just about 100 movies that he's scored, plus a wonderful collection of stage shows. Anyway, we were looking at each other, and we were trying to write the song, and we suddenly stopped, and we thought, if something had happened in that day in the newspapers, there was just one more. You read the newspapers, and every day is a horror of one sort. And it's astonishing how they can come up with some new horror that you never even thought anybody could come up with. And we thought, what's the point? Here we are writing this little song so that people will come into the theater and have a good time and be happy and everything else. How irrelevant could that be with what's going on outside? And we thought, probably the audience is feeling the same thing.